What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Tramell Ray Isaac, Senior Art Director for PlanetSide 2, and this is Inside the Player Studio. And what is Inside the Player Studio? This is where we talk about the cool happenings on the Player Studio front, which is our user-generated content forum, which allows you, the players, to create really cool stuff, and for us to take that cool stuff and make money for you. So I said last week I wasn't gonna be here, but I didn't realize that I'm not supposed to be at E3 until tomorrow. So why not? I was here, might as well throw on a show. Bam. That's how I do. All right, so for those who actually want to participate in E3, for those PlanetSide 2 people out there, we got the playtest server up and running. So if you want to get on that, log on to the playtest server between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, June 10th through 12th. And you can rec shop on the playtest server with those playing on the PS4 at the show. So make your presence known, PC players. Get out there and wreck some shop. So hop on the playtest server. What is it? Just the 10th? The 10th is tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, June 10th through the 12th. So people in E3 land can get a taste of what PlanetSide 2 is all about. All right, so I had a special gift for you guys today. Yes, the time has come. The viewer in which you guys have been waiting for is in my grubby little mitts, and I'm going to show you the first run of it. It is not complete. There are some little nuances and little niceties that we would like to add to it before we give it off to you guys. And I'm just going to show you exactly what that's all about. And of course, I'll go over some of the items on the forums, talk about that, get some complete feedback over that, and look over some items that have been submitted. I'm probably only going to do one because I'm going to do that one and I'm going to take that through the full cycle in the viewer so you guys can know exactly what to expect. Again, it's going to be a little different when you get your hands on it, just to shortcut some of the things that I have to do in order to get that up and running. So without further ado, I'm going to hop right into this. So let's head on over to the forums, shall we? Let me go ahead and save that for later and go over here. So looks like our good friend Mick Fluff has created I don't really know what that is. I guess it's a helmet. It's a helmet. It's kind of out there, McFluff. I'm gonna have to say it's a little too far out there. I'm gonna have to say that. Not really what I'm looking for in Vanu helmets. So one of those situations where you just got to start over. And I don't think the concept lends itself for what I'm looking for at this point in time. So every once in a while you have one of those. We do that internally as well. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But in this situation, I think you're going to have to blaze this one. Not quite what I'm looking for in a Vanu helmet. And I'm hoping I'm speaking for the majority of people out there. So just to keep the what happened now, Spencer? What's going on? Spencer comes in. Either I'm doing something wrong or something is amiss. Is the volume not up high enough? Oh, is it like this? The pan, there it is. Oh, there it goes. There it is. I knew Spencer would find something. I knew he would find something. I guess that happens when you start messing with the reverb. I was jacking around with stuff in here earlier. I'm doing some stuff I wasn't supposed to. He was like, hey, what are you doing? You're messing around with the stuff. You shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing that. I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway, let's move on. See what's going on in the forums. All right, let me check out Delta Nick. Delta Nick, he's got some pages on there. Look at that, 13 pages deep. Means he's in it. He's in it to win it. Delta Nick, what you got? Let's see if I can scroll down here and find out what he's working on. Shockwave's got some stuff up in there. Let's see, that's the image. Come on, Delta. Let's see what you got. All right, Mr. Slicky Nicky, what you got? Oh, this thing. Okay. NC Recon helmet. I'm not really sure if this is NC or not. It's very rounded in this front area and the back area. I think I've seen this before. Where is this? Where is this going? Is there another one? Okay. Oh, he switched it over to the tiara. All right, Delta Nick. Yeah. I don't know about the Iron Giant jaw. Not really feeling that one. Not really feeling that jaw. It's kind of crazy. You might want, because this is obviously not these angles and stuff. Obviously not TR. The TR look with the jaw thing. So you might want to do something different with the jaggeds, or I don't think if you smooth that out, I don't think that's going to make it look TR. So you might want to rethink this portion of it. This looks all right. Let me look at your geo. You start. I can see you got some pinching up in there, and see what's going on in here. Yeah, you got a couple. You got some pinching in there. You got to clean that up. Clean it up. You might want to just go ahead and collapse those so you don't end up with these wobbly lines. Man, yeah, that's about it. I say this is a decent helmet. It ain't like one of those joints where you look at it and be like, whoa, I gotta have it, but you never know. It might turn out to be a winner. I see some potential in this. Just keep working on the Delta Nick. And what I noticed about Delta, he is not a quitter. Delta is in there. He's in it for the long run. Look at that. He's 13 pages deep. That man is working on his craft. Good job, Delta. Keep doing your thing. All right, let's see what else we got in the studio. Talked about McFluff. Uzi Prime. Let's see what Uzi Prime's got up his sleeve. Whoa, started right off with the 3D model. All right, Uzi Prime. Yeah, you need to do a little bit more detail work on this. It's a little bit too ordinary, I would say. Not really standing out, if I might say so myself. I like this kind of swoopy stuff that's going on in here, but you know, it gets kind of your curves get a little wacky, because this one's coming, it dips in and comes out, but then this curves outward, and then it's got a little indent, so you got like some wacky stuff going on. So you got this kind of thing going to scoop out. I say keep your line work, you know, keep it clean, because these lines are just kind of breaking edges. So you're coming up there and you're breaking that way, and then this was breaking down and breaking back up, and then going back down. I think you're trying a little too hard to get like a unique kind of look to it. I'd like to see how the head fits in this thing too, to give it give it some scale. I don't know how big this thing is. You know, obviously it's at the very beginning, because you got a long way to go as far as like your geometry. This looks like it needs to be separated. Like it should be another piece that kind of lays on top of this, not like sewn into it. So like a lot of this stuff is just kind of like stitched together. These shapes are just stitched together in a way that doesn't really work. So this should be like one piece. Separate that, lift it up, and put it back down, and then clean up all that geometry underneath. I would inset this, have like a lip right there, not like under here because you can't even see that. You're not going to see that. I would inset that right there and then get rid of this and then do something in here. Yeah, add some more details. But it's a good start. Good start overall. Way to go, Uzi Prime. Good start. Welcome to the neighborhood. Let's see who else. Arctorn. I know you in the chat. I saw you earlier. Should I even look at this? What do y'all think? I'll give you some time to respond to that because I know it's on delay. Look at this. Arctorn and Beastbuster. Up to their old tricks once again. Alright. We'll go ahead and click on Arctorn. See what he's got up his sleeve this time around. Alright. Yada yada yada. Arctorn. Up to his old tricks. Alright. See what else he's got down here. That's it? Come on, Arky. Thought he was more advanced. I guess that's the current one. Yeah, he's still working in ZBrush. So, again, another solid performance. Arctorn. Looking good. I really can't say much about that. Very Killzone. Very Killzone. Luckily, we're part of the same company. So, kind of Wolfenstein E2. Seal drop. If you're going to be like that, dude, you don't need to be here. Even if you're playing around. So, like I said, you know, this is a place of respect. You know, I'm not going to diss anybody on this stream, and please don't do that to anybody in the chat. So if you want to be like that, you can bounce, son. Beat it. Don't need no animosity up in here, kid. All right, Beast Bust. See what you got. Like to say, you know, a little bit of something to Beast do. I'm sorry for your loss. Heard about your peoples passing away. So just keep on doing what you're doing. He probably ain't in here. Probably doing some other things. But what I did see, Mr. Nico Coco has been doing some drawovers like a madman. That's crazy. Yeah, I think Beast even see this is a perfect learning example. Even some of the best get stuck. And Nico Coco decided he was going, hey man, I'm gonna help you out. This is what I think you should do. It's either that or he's trying to sabotage. I don't know. Nico's a slick fish. He refuses to interview with me, so can't trust that guy. Can't trust him. Anyway, appreciate that, Nico. Keep on doing what you're doing. Beastbuster, come back whenever you ready, boy. Whenever you ready. All right, let's see. Steve-O. Stevie O. Let's see what you got, Stevie O. Mercenary. Did I look at this one already? Yeah, this one's been in the mix for a long time. Have you got any? I know Stevie-O. I believe Stevie-O is one of our EU Player Studio participants. I think he's doing his thing over in the EU. So you won't see this thing. I don't know. What happened? Where's the updates? I've seen this a long time ago. Was it April? We're in June. Come on, Stevie-O. Pick up the pace. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Okay. Let's see, Crossfire X1. Got some harasser stuffs. Hey, that looks just like a Ford. I don't think that's it. Where did it go? I thought he had some stuff up here. I could have. Oh, dude, it's the link's not correct. Oh crap! I believe I saw it earlier. It looked pretty decent. I think you need to, on that Mad Dog bumper, I think you need to add a little bit something more to it. It's a little too. Death May Die 3. I don't wonder what happened to the other two. Let's see here. All right, this is a pretty good start. I haven't seen Mr. Death May Die in here, so I think we'll go over this. What do you think? What do you think? All right. So this helmet looks really sad, and you got a lot of fine detail that's just gonna vanish. So try to avoid making really, really tiny slices of geo like that, because it's not gonna show up very well. It's gonna vanish, and you're kind of wasting your poly work in here where you could be using it on the broader surfaces. Let's see, it moves on. Oh, you got rid of that, which is good. Death May Die 3. Oh, did he bring it back? Did he bring it back? Oh, it looks like he brought it back. Why didn't he just keep it? Yeah, you need to get rid of it, but not replace it with this, because this doesn't look good. I think first and foremost, this thing looks really, really sad. He's got, somebody posted that guy. That's what it kind of looks like. So you need to get this shape right, so it's not like this indent right there. This needs to come straight down like that, just like that. Boom. Straight, no indent. Get rid of the vents, please. And you need like a little bit of furrowed brow in there. This can't be like saggy eyeballs. And did you have a P3D file of this thing at all? Let me see what I got on. See if he's got. I thought he saw one up here earlier. Oh yeah, there you go. See what this geo looks like. Anybody got any questions up in here? Up in here, up in here. All right, yeah, I don't know what happened here. Some leftovers. Geo, please. Yeah, it's a little low. Hold up. You got 4,300 faces. That's all in there. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. There's a lot of ways to geo. Either that or you got the face still. The face is still in there. Yeah. Yeah, please remove the face when you're doing those, because you got those bits in there counting against you. But yeah, you definitely need to get rid of that and kind of use that to round out the shape of the helmet and bring this up toward the chin a little bit more. All right. Death May Die 3. Good start. You need to work on that a little bit more. All right. Let's see some hubcaps. Mr. Spoked Rims. I know he changed these. All right. So now we're getting into the realm of more unique, not modern day. Because originally he had the spoke joints like this. Look like something off my 6.4. You know what I'm saying? 16 stitches. You had the switches on there, switches on the harasser, but then he changed it. Nice. That's a nice change. I think this was a good compromise. But then it goes up here. I think this is where you win right there, because you got these. They're still spokes, but they're different looking enough. They don't look exactly like old school, lowrider type spokes. So I say go with C. C is my pick. Anybody else? Anybody else think they think C is the one, or do you have any other preferences? You like D? I like C. What about any of these? This one's pretty good. I like the fact, this little grill mesh thing in there. That's pretty cool. I thought that was a nice addition. Man, you got some little stuff in there too. Man. Automaton be racking up some really cool stuff. I like that. I like the way you changed that up, kid. Very nice. Very nice. So let's see. Is he moving on? Moving on. I picked C. There's my pick. What do you guys think? G? Okay, let's look at G. Let's see what. Yeah, I think G's got some potential. It's not better than C though. That's my personal opinion. Who likes D? Somebody like D? Yeah, D's a good one. I don't think it's different enough though. I think it's because it's the same kind of thing here, but it's got the chrome ones sticking out, and it sets it apart. I think this one's too muted. It plays the background a little bit too much. So I see somebody else picked E. Yeah. E could be a good one. If I was gonna go with E, I'd get E, but have these little bits in chrome on the outside. That'd be cool. and maybe the hub right there. All right. Nicely done, sir. It's coming along. I like those. Those are going to look good. All right, Arc Torn. I'm not going to click on him again, dude. He gets too much shine. That dude gets too much shine. All right, let's see what Fuzz has got over here. Fuzz. He's still working on this joint, huh? All right, well, I'm going to tell you again. The hood's not going to fly, so you might want to remove it and stop working on it. But it's up to you if you want to continue to push on it. Yeah, that's not really TR, so that's not gonna work. See what else you got here. Yeah, still not working. Nico, seeing as how you got all kind of time in the world, you should do a paint over on this joint. Oh, that's turned into an NC joint now. Yeah, no. I think the problem with yeah, I don't know, what's up with the neck sock? I think the problem with this one is it's just not, it doesn't fit into any of the styles of the factions very well. And, you know, sometimes, like I said, sometimes you have a bad concept and you can't recover from that sometimes. So I would say rework this concept unless my friend Nico wants to do some paint over. He was a painting over fiend. I saw this weekend. All right. I remember this one, the Shock Trooper. Okay. So I saw that one, and I believe he's got some of the 3D stuff going on. It looks a little wide. I believe he's using ZBrush to kind of mold some of these pieces out. It looks a little wide compared to your concept, obviously. But yeah, I think it's a little too early. Looks like the spaces are a little off. The distance between your eyes are too far apart. Looks like it. That's what I'm saying. If it's a little too wide, like if you took this whole thing and squeezed it in this way, made it a little bit thinner, then it might work. But you know, again, it's a little too early. And it kind of looks like the one that Arctorn was working on. Oh, no, I'm not clicking on that. It's got a warning on it. You might want to do a redux on that, son. Some reduction. All right, Shockwave. Shockwave's always good for some rims. Always good for some harasser attachments. Oh, yeah, I talked to our good friend, Pretty Ricky Reynolds. And he's pushing really hard to get our next batch of customizations and cosmetics out on the market. I believe we're going to probably bust out the knives and the quad and the sunderer. I think we want to do that. Do all those at the same time. Just in time for PS4 folks to get their hands on it. All right. So yeah, he kind of dimmed that up a little bit. That's what I asked him to do. And I think somebody else suggested throw maybe a little bit of extra on the outside. Meh. Whatever. I think this is good. The red had to go because it was faction color, but yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, Shockwave. Shockwave's good for the vehicle stuff. I think you know, some people are good at hard surface stuff, which is really cool. You know, that's the cool thing about working on PlanetSide 2 stuff, because everybody will have an opportunity to shine. Where you're working on organic stuff, where you're working on more hard surface stuff, you know, working on weapons, you know, all that stuff is coming soon. Hoverboard, really? Is there a hoverboard in the game, or is somebody just kind of making stuff up? Oh, didn't see nothing there. So let's go up to here. Oh, let's see. All right. Any suggestions? What do you guys think? I'm going to leave this up to you. Phase 1 concept. TR helmet. ERV Pro. ERV Pro. All right, let's see. Gotta have the goggles. That's what somebody said. Nico Coco. There he is. He's on top of things. He's on top of things. All right. Yeah, you got a good point. There it is. Doing a little education. Looks vinyl in my opinion. Yeah. Good. Good base concept. King Kellogg. He's out there. McFluff. Make it a VS helmet. There you go. Okay, well, if you guys are out there, you're seeing Earth Pro out there do his thing, please give him some suggestions. All right. I'm going to do 2 more. I got 4 minutes before I break out the viewer, because that's what I think all you guys are waiting for, right? Waiting on that viewer. Waiting on that viewer. All right, let's see. Penetrator. Stevie O. Still penetrating. All right, somebody heard us say, all right, fellas, please try not to pass on information that you heard. You know, if you want to give information about, like, especially something that I said, send them a link, because then they can hear it straight from my mouth. Because sometimes people get it twisted and say, I don't like tubes. I don't like tubes that are just tubes for the sake of having tubes. So don't take that comment on one particular asset and then extrapolate that for every asset that comes after that. That one particular instance, someone had tubes going all over the place, and I was like, no, it's not going to work. So, yeah, sometimes VS can have tubes if they're properly placed. You got to place them properly. You know, if you look at the back of the base suit of the Vanu, they got wires coming out their spines and stuff. So it's not like tubes are a problem. They're only a problem when they don't really work with the concept. So when you quote me, quote me. Let's see, Mr. Penetrator, you got anything new? Stevie O? Anything? Okay, somebody's doing some draw over. So I think it's still working on the neck joint. Still working on the neck. Let's see, Stevie O, is that your last joint? See another one. Let's get to the last one. I want to get the last one. There it is. Bam. All right. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking a little soft right there. I think you probably got too much geo going on. Yeah, you can probably just clean that up. This seems like it should just be straight. It looks really soft right there. Okay. Okay. You got your neck going all the way through. You changed up these tubings. Got some little lights in there. A little spine action. All right. Not too shabs. Not too shabby. But you got a crap ton of geo left, man. Use it. Use that geo. Just because you don't see a use for it, find something to do with it. I mean, obviously don't go overboard. Not for the sake of just using it, but I would say take that and flesh out some of the stuff that definitely needs it. Maybe hit this with an edge. Nice tight edge. Same thing over here. Up in there. Do something like that. Round this out if you want to make that round. You got geo. Connect that. Bam. Make that round. You got the geo. Use it. Got those limits for a reason. It's all good. Don't be shy. All right. Yeah, it's coming along. I think he's one of our EU people, just kind of waiting for the go-ahead. And, of course, our good friend Ricky Reynolds reminded us last week that we are testing the flow on a lot of these things. So please make sure that you go in there and actually test out that stuff for us, because we want to make sure that when we do go live with this thing, it's going to be legit. And I think Mr. Reynolds has a little surprise for us. He sent me an email, and he's saying that there may be more countries available than we first realized. So when I actually get final word on that, I'll actually let you know. But there will be more than the original group that we talked about. So that's good news. More people can participate. More cool stuff. More competition for you guys. Get out there. All right. So it's 5:30. So yeah, NS helmet's not gonna work. Reason why I explained this a couple weeks ago, but I'm gonna explain it again because not everybody is looking at all these videos. And just remind you, I try to post these up. Apparently, our forums only handles 6 videos at a time. But if you ever miss one, check us out on YouTube. Please subscribe, and you'll get notifications every time we post something up. So subscribe to a new YouTube channel. Anytime we put one up, you'll get the notification, and you'll never miss an episode. So we're up to episode 8, I believe, or 9. Is it 9? Is it 8? 8 or 9? I don't know. So many go by. Anyway, what I was saying, NS helmets. So the problem with NS helmets is, it's the nanite system stuff was supposed to be like this generic sci-fi thing that kind of fits anything that's kind of sci-fi-ish. But the problem with that is that you can create just about anything and say it's nanite systems. And there's really no real hard and fast rules with nanite systems. That's why it would be really hard to kind of put that this isn't nanite systems. This doesn't fit. I can't really guide you in a direction that says, this is nanite systems and this is what it is and this is what it looks like, because it's basically generic sci-fi, and it was built that way so that we could make anything with this within the color scheme and put it out there in a way that it worked. So as opposed to trying to educate and trying to dictate what nanite systems is to you guys, I'd much rather not deal with it, because with the other factions, there are hard fast rules. With the nanite system stuff, it's like, it could work, and I don't want to have to be like, basically it's either I like it or I don't. At least with the Empire stuff, I can if I don't like it, I can tell you why I don't like it. I can give you an example, like, this breaks the rules in this regard. And with the nanite system stuff, you can't really do that. So again, if you want to catch up on some of the stuff I've said before in the past, check out some of the old Player Studio stuff. So without further ado, my good friends, I'm going to show you something that our friends in the tech labs have been working on. All right, so I pulled this bumper from our submissions. I don't know who actually submitted this. Let me find out who submitted this joint so I can give him his just dues, him or her. I gotta sign back in. Security is tight around here. I don't want nobody lingering logged in for too long. Alright, Interceptor bumper. Let's see who actually. Shockwave, of course. I should have known. Shockwave does all the attachments around these parts. Alright, Shockwave submitted this. And, I'm going to go ahead and show textures or whatever. It's got some glitches. And I don't think this has got anything to do with Shockwave. This is more about the shader on this particular machine. So it's not displaying properly, so don't even sweat it. But that's not the point. Point is, we're going to export this. This is part of the process that we use for the viewer. We don't actually have a name for it yet. So it's just the viewer at this point in time. So you would go in here, you take whatever file you're working on, it's already textured, etc., etc., and you're going to export that using whatever tool you use, and you're going to use an FBX file. There's FBX export right there. And you're going to export that. So you export it, yada, yada, yada. And then you're going to bring it into the magic tool that's going to allow you to show time of day, all that jazz. You can change your field of view. It used to be a rotate sky button in here. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know why they removed it. Once again, of course, we'll have to talk about that. And obviously the sky file in here is just one of the sky files that we grabbed from the game, so we'll be making one specifically for the tool that has, very little fog. So again, this is a work in progress. I'm showing this stuff to you guys early, just so you know. But when you bring this in, let's just go ahead from scratch. So we're going to go new, discard that. So nothing in there, absolutely nothing. And what's cool about this, look at this. We've got windows and stuff. You can move around. You can move this stuff around. You can, pull it and kind of configure it however you want to configure it. You got stackable stuff, base settings. Look at that. I want to put that there. Now I want to put that there. I want to take this off and I want to put this here. I want to put that on this side. All kinds of cool stuff. Look at it. Setup. You can set this up however you want to set it up. Right? Really cool stuff. So, let me go ahead and clean this up real quick, because I got stuff all over the place now. I just want it on one side. So I'm going to take my materials. I'm going to stack that over there. And there's my models. So I got those stacked in a tab. I'm going to put that there. Now I got two separate tabs. Put this here in the middle. Check that out. Now I got three separate ones. That's awesome. Cool stuff, right? I'm going to put this one down here. Maybe put that in the middle. And scoot all that over to the side. Bam. Cool stuff. And then you can actually check out the windows, and this just tells you what you loaded. This is a little bit of information. Obviously, you got your vertex edges, faces, tris, and UVs. Really cool stuff. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start this from scratch. So, at this point in time, you don't have anything loaded. This is going to change just a little bit. The loading process is most likely not. So, I'm going to go ahead and load a model. Bam. I've already got this bumper model. I'm going to go ahead and load that up. FBX file. That's what we're taking. So you see, it's all white. Bam. It's all white right now because it doesn't have a material assigned to it. And what's going to happen when we actually get this thing finished is that you're going to have presets, because obviously you guys cannot touch any of the textures. So we're going to have presets that allow you to just pick and choose. So you'll have a harasser buggy button. Harasser buggy button. There you go. Say that 5 times fast. And then you'll just click on that, bam, and it'll apply the harasser buggy textures to whatever object you have in the scene. Also got some really cool features here. You got the frame up there, right there. Got the reset camera. You're gonna frame that. Bam! Look at that, nice and clean. Got wireframe. So all right, let me go ahead and load up a material. I'm gonna select new material, and then that brings up your material list. And again, all of this stuff is not going to be included because all of this stuff is going to be filled out for you. So you don't have to worry about it. It will bring in a skeleton, because that's what the FBX is good for. It will bring in a skeleton, but you cannot alter it in this. This is just a viewer. All of your weighting will be done with whatever native program you see fit to work this in. So I'm gonna go ahead and load this stuff up. Let's see the base. Yeah, to get that, let me go ahead and do normal maps. Bam. Smoothness. Bam. glaze, which is our dielectric, bam, metallic, bam, and emissive, blam. All right, I'm gonna name this material bumper. Bam. There it is, bumper. And then you just need to assign this to the bumper. And when I exported it, I forgot to make sure that was all one material, so it actually exported 3 different materials. So there it is, bam. And then, cool stuff, you can just save this as a project, Player Studio project, and if you ever want to come back to it, you just load up the project file. You don't have to do any of that stuff ever again. And that's it. That is all. It's pretty straightforward. And then, of course, as you muck around with your things, you can reload your asset. Just save a new FBX and it'll automatically update. So you can always have this thing in sync and just look at your stuff. And then that's all she wrote. So you change the field of view if that's too extreme for you. You can change the time of day, just so if you want to check your glowy stuff or check how things show up in the game, stuff like that, you'll have the ability to do so. So there you go. That's it. The viewer as it is as of today. Do you do the textures? No. You guys won't have to do the textures at all. No, it won't take OBJs. It'll take FBX files. OBJs are worthless to us. You guys are going to have to do the second channel UVs as well. So FBX takes second channels, multiple channel UVs. OBJs do not. So we cannot take OBJs. We're taking OBJs now because we didn't have this. So now that we have this, now you guys can do all your work. You'll be able to see your detail normals, the whole shebang, everything. Right now we can't, like I said, this is not complete with all of our shaders and everything, but this is the very first iteration of what we currently have, and the detail normals will come once we get all of our shaders integrated into this viewer. Let's see. Can we send you? Yeah, no. You'll just send us the FBX file, which will be a proprietary FBX file that we pack up, and you'll send that file, and it'll be set up in a way that we can just load that file into one of our viewers or load it up into Maya, and all the textures will be associated with it. We'll be able to check it right then and there, as opposed to doing any work to it. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it goes back. Straight up, really straightforward these days. So once that process gets going, then it'll be pretty much up to you as far as like whether or not the quality is there. If it's not, it goes back. If it is, it just goes in the game. So no more us getting backed up with a bunch of stuff. We have to check it and clean it up and go through the back and forth. That all goes away once this thing goes live. And in addition to that, it also opens up a lot of other things for Player Studio, so that you guys can actually have more control on your end, so that we can start releasing things like weapons and character models and armor attachments and all that other stuff that goes along with it. All those things that we have to rig and take and rig and do all other extra stuff. That will now be in your hands. So you'll be able to do that. So this viewer is going to unleash the power for a lot of people. I'm really excited about that. Yes, OBJ is not as good as FBX. Let's see. What else you guys got in here? Any news on Hassan? This is not the place for that. Viewers only FBX. You output FBX from another program and upload it into the viewer. That's correct. So whatever tool that you're using, Blender, Silo, Modo, all of those, like Max, they all export FBX files. And then you'll just, do whatever rigging, or if you don't do rigging or anything like that, like with these bumpers, you don't have to rig those. Those are just straight attachments. With those, you'll just, you do your UVs, do your second channel UVs, you'll export it, you'll view it, you'll get to see with textures on it, the lighting, time of day, you'll get to check all that stuff. Check your emissives, like you couldn't do that before, now you can. Like all of that stuff is under your control with this viewer. It's going to be awesome. Any other questions about this? Any ETA on these changes or when the viewer release? No ETA on the release of the viewer. But the plan is to get all the shaders squared away, get that all pushed into there, and do some internal testing. Then we're going to pick some select few to externally test it for us, and then we'll get the feedback and then fix whatever bugs come out of that, because obviously we're not expecting this thing to be perfect on the first rollout, but we want it to be close enough. Right now I've yet to get it to crash. There are a couple of things I know that is wrong with it, and the guys are actively fixing those things, so I would say within a month would be easy. That would be an easy guess. Let's see what else. Anybody else got any questions about the viewer? Oh, LumaFiber, yes. You'll be able to view LumaFiber as well with it scrolling the whole shebang. So you'll be able to see it exactly how we see it. So if you textured it properly, you'll be able to see LumaFiber in all its glory, and you'll be able to adjust it based on your UVs so that you can get the proper tiling, pattern, rate, direction, the whole thing. You'll be able to save those things off and send it to us in a file, in the FBX file when we get it. So everything will be under your control. Let's see. Test camos with the viewer. Yeah. I'm gonna hope so. One of the things we talked about was decals and camos. And with our new decal system, hopefully being able to ship you a Player Studio file that has the examples, and then you can test your tiling rates and your decal locations and save those out. So that's where the testing comes in, because we're gonna have to. We actually didn't anticipate doing that stuff with this viewer, but I guess we're gonna have to. So again, one of those things we have to test out to make sure that works, but that is part of the plan. Scrolling is easy to set up in Max and Maya. Yeah, but the scrolling on this one is done in the shader, so it's a little different. Let's see. Anybody else? Decals all over your face. Probably. All right. So if that's all you got, guys, I got 10 minutes left. So that was awesome. That was really good. All right. So let's look at some more submissions, shall we? I think I like this one. This one came out pretty good. I like these rims. They're a little flat though. I wish you would get, who did this? Tell me this ain't what's his face again? Who is this? I gotta get this. I gotta take this off screen so I can check the submission form. Oh, it's Crossfire. Crossfire. I like these, but you got to get some variety in there. This is just a little bit too flat. A little too flat. So get a little bit of, a little modeling in there. Get a little something in there. Chrome on the silver. Possibly. Possibly. Do a little bit of chrome. Maybe some chrome trim. That'd be cool. A little chrome trim. Maybe make the inside of that black. Oh, that'd be sweet. Make the inside of that black, like right there, and you chrome the outside of that, and then you chrome the trim on that. Yeah, that'd be nice. I think you should do that. You should do that. Make the NS float in the middle of the wheel. You mean after it's turning? You know, so that it doesn't rotate at all? That sounds like a weighting issue. Like somebody would have to do some serious rigging development on that. And that person is not going to be me. So if you want to do that, have at it. So I guess it's time for me to promote some of this stuff. Again, like I said, if you guys want to be part of E3 and show these console dudes what gaming's all about, please log into the playtest server June 10th through the 12th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day on the playtest server and show them what you got. PC players, get out there and wreck some shop. Show these people on the PlayStation 4 what massively multiplayer first-person shooters look like. So get in there and do your thing. Shoot the place up. You know, come one, come all. Tell all your friends, please. Other than that, let me get some more little promotions in there. All right. Every second Thursday, which is this Thursday, which is probably most likely not going to happen because everybody's at E3 having a good time, showing off the game, showing off PlanetSide 2 on PlayStation 4 and Landmark and a little bit of EQN. Every second Thursday, 4 to 5 on this channel. And of course, Friday Night Ops, 5 o'clock to 7 p.m. every Friday with Maggie, of course. And Work in Progress every Tuesday, 3 to 5 with a host of designers who are getting you up on the latest and greatest progress on our map, Hassan. And of course, me every Monday inside the Player Studio from 5 to 6. So there you go. And of course, a community clash every Wednesday at 6 p.m. So don't forget that community clash. Good stuff. And if you're not aware, we got this really, really cool thing going on called SOE Live. And if you ain't heard, you better heard. It's going down, folks. It's going down. Here it is. 66 days until SOE Live, people. August 14th through the 15th. Planet Hollywood, Las Vegas. It's going to be awesome. Only $149. It's $149. Arctorn could buy like 100 people's tickets to SOE Live because he's just that paid. So get out there, please. Get your early registration discount, $149 right now. And you get a Jinx t-shirt with all of SOE's games on the front. There it is right there. SOE Live t-shirt. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. 66 days until the great fun begins. We're going to have all kinds of cool stuff lined up for you. Got some dev panels. Get to ask questions of the devs on your favorite games. Get to hang out with us. Pool party. Hit the club. Go gambling. You know, do all the stuff you do in Vegas. And of course, whatever goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. Of course, I'm not going to tell nobody. Maybe I will. I'll tell a couple people. I promise I won't rat you out, though. I won't rat you out. But come see us, please, August 14th through the 17th. All right. Anybody got any questions? I've got 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Ask me for a ticket. No, dude, I'm broke now. That's the whole point. I blew my wad. It's all gone now, Ark. Sorry. It's all gone. McFluff, dude, what happened? Where you been? Too late, dude. It's all gone. All right, what happened on this episode? I talked about some of your stuff. Saw some of your stuff, McFluff. You're going to have to rewind it. You're going to have to rewatch the whole episode. 5 minutes left. All right. What did Ricky say in the forums? Let's see. Can live in my closet. Of course. With decals, with the locations be able to be determined by the player on the vehicles after the changes. Okay. That's yet to be designed at this point. The way that we're going to do it internally is that we're going to have multiple decal locations preset that the player purchases for a particular location. So as a player, I would go to the marketplace and pick right side decal. Bam, buy that, and it goes on the right side of my vehicle. Or I'd pick hood decal, and I'd pick that one and it goes on the hood, etc., etc. As far as like the way that you guys present those things to us, we haven't figured that out yet, but I want that to be the case, because setting the decals up in our actor tool as it is right now is just a mess. It's a complete mess. So we can have this tool do that much better, then we'll do that, and then it'll be a little bit easier for you guys to just say, all right, I want to create 5 different locations for this particular decal and utilize this space. So we'll try to figure that out, because at the same time you guys got to do like any attachments that go in that location, so on and so forth. It can get hairy real quick. So we haven't figured it out, but we will. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Will character and vehicle decals become merged like camos did? I don't know. I hope so. I would hope so. Maybe not the maybe not the vehicle stuff, because it requires. I mean, you got vehicles, and you got the Lightning. You got all the different vehicles and stuff. I doubt that you'll just buy one camo to rule them all. I don't see why you wouldn't though. I'll bring that up. I'll bring it up in our next meeting. Maybe we can have a bundle that for that one camo, it just does everything that you own, as opposed to buying each individual one. That'd be pretty cool. I like that. If I want, can my Player Studio item be free? No. Sadly enough, we actually don't have anything like that in the store for an item to be free, which is a little weird. We can have it cost 1 SC, but we can't have it cost 0. So I don't know. Why would you want it to be free? Trying to make money here, man. I don't know why you would want to just kind of give that away, especially if it's good. You want to just give that away. You actually want to capitalize on it. It's the whole point, man. It's the whole point. Trying to get you paid. Pay with certs. No, we don't do. It's a accounting thing. You can't buy Player Studio stuff with certs. Wait, I'm super late. Registration for what? SOE Live, of course, McFluff. I hope to see you there. I hope you end up in Vegas with us August 14th through the 17th. So there you go. Please register. $149 right now. 66 days left. You don't have much time, son. All right, one more question. Anyway, for the PlanetSide guys to get some recognition in the game. Oh, you mean Player Studio guys, like a title or a decal? I don't know. Won't think about that. Won't think about that. You want like a decal that says I made Player Studio stuff? Possibly. It's not that hard. Anyway, it is time. It is 6 o'clock. Another great episode. Down the tubes. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this E3 Monday. I'm glad you spent your time with me. I hope you learned something. Hope I taught you a little something, a little thing or two. And until next week, my friends, thank you for joining me inside the Player Studio.